and welcome back to my channel. I'm Hala from Syria. I'm a belly dance teacher, choreographer, and performer. And today I'm going to teach you upward vertical figure eights in belly dance. This is a more advanced move, but it still falls under the beginner category, and it depends on many movements we learned before in this series, like hip lifts up and down. I'm going to link it up here for you. Also depends on the slides, side to side. I'm also going to link it up here for you. So it's a bit complicated, but once you break it down into small pieces, it's going to be very simple. The first thing I need you to do is to bend your knees, tuck your pelvis in, chest up, shoulders down, arms to the side. This vertical upward figure eight is called upward because we scoop our hip in an upward direction, right? So we're doing this. We're starting from down to up. So we call it upward because it's going up. Then we have the Maya, which goes down because we scoop downwards. And then we have the horizontal figure eight. So this is for next classes, but today I'm just going to teach you the upward figure eight, and just make sure you understand why it's called upward figure eight so you can distinguish the two, and even when you see it on a dancer, you know which type she's doing. For this one, there are many mistakes for beginners, like lifting the feet off the floor to give them this big move. This is not wrong if you're advanced because you know where to originate the move from. You know that it comes from your oblique muscles, so basically you're just doing it for exaggeration purposes if you have like very slow taksim music. But if you want to learn the technique, you should always think that your feet should be flat all the time. And then when you're advanced and you know this move and your body just doesn't think of it, you have muscle memory, so you can add your feet for exaggeration or even to move around. But for now, just keep them flat. The first thing I need you to do is to pull your right hip down. And by pulling your right hip down is actually lifting your left hip up, right? So it's oppositions, as we said in the first video. When you lift one, the other one drops. So by dropping one, you're lifting the other. But because we're talking about this hip, I'm just explaining what happens to the right side. So we go down on the right, we slide out on the right, and then we go up on the right. And then we pull back in, right, to the center. So drop down on the right, push out or slide out on the right, push up on the right, and go back to center. This is for the first side. We do now the same thing on the other side. So what we do is push down on the left, slide out on the left, go up on the left, and go back to center. So now, when we go back to center, you notice the first move is already done for us because we already lifting on the left, so the right is already down. We don't need to push it down. That's where the continuous movement comes in. So basically, they're helping each other. This one ends on the same note that this one begins. So we are down on the right, we slide out on the right, we push up on the right, go back to center. The left is down, we slide out, push up, and go back to center. So now when you connect these dots, it's going to look like a figure eight or the infinity shape, right? So up, right, left, right, and left. Right and left, right and left. For this movement, try as much as you can to stabilize your upper body, because it's going to turn into a different move if you move your upper body with it. It's going to be a complete body figure eight, and it's very beautiful, but it's not the purpose for this video. So you can do this. This is the full body figure eight. But for now, we don't want to move the upper body. We want to learn the clean technique of this move. So we just try to stabilize the chest and the shoulders as much as we can, right? For this movement, you're going to need a bit of flexibility, and as I talked about in the slides video, that's very important to use your full range of motion, right? This movement is going to help you to reach that range of motion that we want in the figure eight. So practice your slides, make sure you master them, and then try your upward figure eight. Now I'm going to give you this exercise to help you lock your lower body in place right? And also lock your upper body in place. So if you go down and you sit this way, right? You're sitting this way, you hover a bit over your feet. Don't sit completely on your feet, just hover. So I'm just gonna show you from here. If you hover here, your upper body, your lower body is stable. If you wanna stabilize your upper body, you can just grab on the wall and try for this move, right? If you don't have a problem with stabilizing your upper body, then you can just try it this way. Up and up and up and up. All right? All right, now let's practice a bit slow tempo at first. Out and in, and left and in, right and in, left and in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For this move, it helps a lot if you try your best to keep your pelvis tucked in. It makes it more vertical and it eliminates any horizontal movement of the hips. If your pelvis tucked in, then you are stuck in this plane, or sorry, this one, stuck in this plane, right? Let's see it from the side. Practice 8 counts slow and 8 counts quick. I'm gonna go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fast. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. All right, let's do it with some music. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. I will see you in the next video where I'm going to teach you the downward figure eight, the Mayas. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell because I have more videos coming for you every Tuesday and Friday. See you guys, bye!